Friday morning. I was planning on pulling out of here today originally. I'm gonna stay for another day. Just check traps today. A damn little squirrel yesterday, of course, and then when I popped off at him, I figured out I only had 3 shots in the gun. So, take a rifle with me today. I'm also gonna unload some of my mag. I've looked in Nebraska for a 5 or a 10 round mag for an AR, and you almost gotta ask it like you're whispering. In California, you can't say 30 round mag, and in Nebraska, God forbid you say 5 round mag or 10 round mag. What I get is, well, you just had a blocker in there. Well, yeah, no. Shit's heavy. Anyway, I'm gonna run lines today, or run the line. Walk the line. Phone died yesterday. I made a water set that I wasn't able to get on camera. That was fun, guys. I've never done that before. It's trapped down in the water with a bait hole kind of on the bank. The creek had thawed out enough to where in that one spot that I've got a trap, and I had it set kind of on the edge of the ice where I thought that they'd run, or, you know, down in the water on the edge of the ice. But the creek bed actually melted out yesterday to where you could see the bank, you know, and the dirt. And so I took and made a bait hole in the bank, and then I set the trap down right in front of the bait hole in the water. I don't know if it'll catch or not. That's one of the sets that guys did forever. I mean, it's just, yeah, I've seen it in so many old trapping books and stuff, and I'm not a water trapper. I've never water trapped. I've never put a trap in the water. But I did yesterday, and I tell you what, I figured out why guys do it. Especially after seeing that trap sitting there in the water, you know, just, I mean, it looked just like I'd seen in books. So that was really fun. The area that I'm in, guys, the best way to describe it would be watch Dances with Wolves. At the end of Dances with Wolves, he takes off with the Lakota Sioux tribe and goes to the Black Hills. That is dead on the area that I'm at. Now, the Black Hills of South Dakota are up just a little bit farther than what I am, but this is where, yeah, if you wanted to get away from shit, you wanted to fight shit, these canyons, man, would be the place to try to escape white man. Anyway, watch that movie. At the end of the movie, when the Indians are walking back up into the hills and shit. Now, I know that wasn't filmed here. This country's rougher. This is old growth. A lot of these trees were here when all the Indian wars and shit went down. Like, it's cool. It is really cool. That's why I'm staying here another day. Getting geared up. Probably hear the pickups are running out there. I hate how that thing fires up when it's cold out. It goes right into high idle. I don't know if that's a Ford thing or what, but yeah. I'm gonna get out on the line and we'll see if maybe today's luck has changed and got something caught. Either way, it's gonna be an adventure. I will get that water set on film. I'm gonna take a battery pack with me. I don't know if that's gonna do any good. I turned the heat down in here because I'm leaving. No need in, yeah, trying to heat a shack when you're not here. Lights are working great. Still bright as shit. All of them. When I get home, I'm gonna have to run these down and time them and just see how long it takes to run them down. That way I know for future. But other than that, let's get out, get a fire going, and see what today brings. it'll be an adventure for sure. Staying today. I'll pack out tomorrow, get out of here tomorrow night, be back home with my dogs tomorrow night. So tonight will be the last night in the shack. So we'll see what today brings.
Alright, walking down the line. Some of my sets down here. This is a logging road. Snow's setting up enough to where I can tell tracks now. Those are clearly deer. Deer, deer, and deer. Little critter. Wind blew last night really hard. Oh, no fucking way. Guys, those are lion tracks. Those are big male lion tracks. Yep. I'd have tagged this son of a bitch out, guys. And these are fresh. Now look at the size of that track. Look at the size of that track. So there's clearly a lion on my line. Son of a bitch. Look at this, guys. Man, I am glad that I didn't hook him up. Holy shit. I just missed that lion, guys. And I mean just missed that lion. We went up and checked out my setup there. Oh man, that's not disappointing, guys, at all. But I'm telling you, I'd have tagged this cat out. That's a big male too. Oh man. Hey, Nebraska Game and Parks, why don't we have a bigger season? He went up through that brush that way. Oh man. Those are clearly lion tracks, guys. Clearly. So anyway, I'm gonna get on down the line. I really don't want to have him tied up in a foothold. Although that'd be cool. I'd call Game and Parks and be like, yeah, get your asses down here. Anyway. Yep. Alright, y'all. Right there's them lion tracks. My trap line. From what I can tell by them tracks, it's a big tom. My dumb ass didn't bring a rifle. What I do got are my gloves and a hatchet and a 22 pistol. So anyway, I'm gonna go run this line, and man, I'd have tagged that cat out, y'all. I'm not done putting in for my tags. Yeah, I'll be back. So anyway, I said there's lion tracks. You come down over that hill. He checked out all my little mink sets down there. I missed him by like an inch at a dirt hole. Problem is, I have another dirt hole. Let's see if I can do this without getting y'all dizzy. I have another dirt hole that is actually set up that canyon, kind of in the direction that he headed. So, and I just freshly baited and lured that one. So, anyway, stay tuned. We are trapping the hills. Should be on the lion hunt. I'd have tagged his ass. Alright, y'all, stay tuned. Alright, we're at the second location. All kinds of tracks. But from what I've seen, this is all deer. Lion turned off and went up that canyon. Needless to say, I need to go turn here, and that's my trail going up that canyon. I would sure feel a lot better about it if I was actually lion hunting. But anyway, I said lots of deer sign, no predator sign in here, but we'll get on down the line. Yes, I am going to keep my eyes open. Well, cut lion tracks again. This would be the same lion. I knew I'd cut him because I'd come up this canyon where he'd went. Those are fairly fresh guys, and as soon as you can get into them. So I put this cat maybe an hour, 2 hours ahead of me, which quite frankly puts this cat right in my same area. Like I said, that's what I'm armed with, and a 22 pistol. There's my foot in comparison. So, anyway, I'm gonna get on down the line. Had a mink set over there, nothing caught, but I did get to see the little critter when I was walking up, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, they're a little bit smarter, and they've been avoiding my sets, which makes me think that I was not prepared to trap mink, which we knew that. I come up here well, I planned on coming up here prepared to hunt that critter right there, and I would have tagged out guys. Like, I have no doubt I'd have tagged that cat out. But anyway, we're gonna get on down the line. I have a snare over there, but I don't see anything caught up in it. Got a lot of line left to check, so anyway, yep. Alright, y'all, halfway point update. I've cut lion tracks twice. I haven't cut them a third time, which is a little concerning. Not really, because I ain't freaking scared, but anyway, I've cut his tracks twice. Haven't cut him a third time, which leads me to believe that he's probably back in them hills behind me, which I have to turn and go back that way about 1/8 of a mile, and then turn and go to the south. I've got some more mink sets down that way. I have seen 2 mink now, which was pretty cool, but they are fast. I couldn't get them on film. Speaking of on film, somebody needs to invest in a better trail cam. I can hear it clicking. So that's how I made it. There's a trail cam right there. So anyway, like I said, this is midway update. I don't know if this is half, a little over half, not quite half, but right there is a bobcat set, conibear, no tracks around it. Well, deer tracks, but I haven't seen any bobcat sign yet. I haven't seen nothing where it's even ran trails where I've got my snares out. I've got one more snare left to check for bobcats. Other than that, everything else is mink, and then I've got like 7 mink sets left to check. It's warming up. I am sweating my ass off. So, yep. Like I said, there's my cat set. I got some flagging. I'm gonna untangle that. Bucket, conibear, bait in it. So, we'll see what the rest of the line brings. That guy needs to invest in a better camera. If you can hear him clicking, that's not good for predators. So anyway. Alright, y'all, we are toward the end of the line. Still nothing caught. Right there's a little den tree for a mink. I've got a conibear set there, conibear on the trail there, and then this water set right here. Just gonna zoom in if believe it. Nope. The trap plumb disappears under that water. There we go, right in the shadow. Right there's the pan of the trap. I got a bait hole back in there. Staked to that. Anyway, that's my water set. I'd like to see that one hit tonight. That would be freaking amazing. Come back here tomorrow and there'd be a mink there. It's the only water trap I've ever set, but I had fun setting it. It was interesting to set it. So, new experience. I said we are about to the end of the line. I gotta go back up that way, go back that way, and go back to camp and check traps on the way to camp. One way or another, guys, this has been an amazing trip, so. Yep. All right, y'all, we're back at camp. That was probably the quickest that I've run that line yet. It's only 11:15 now. So I'll have some time here at camp just to relax, read some book, drink some coffee, have a proper smoke. Yeah, it was no catches, but it was really interesting. You guys will have seen I did cut some lion tracks. So I am above confident that if season wasn't closed, I could have tagged out up here this week. I'm completely confident of that. So that's freaking really cool. That means that I was also able to get some scouting done today, because I'm not done. I'm going to put in for a lion tag until I get it again, and then I'm going to come up here. Trapping shack's good to go. A few modifications to do, of course. But other than that, I mean, it was a hell of a good first run for it. So next time I will be prepared, and when the opportunity knocks, I'll be up here opening day, and I'll tag out a cat. That was a big tom too, so you know, it did warm up out here. Man, it feels nice. It's gonna feel even nicer after that fire kicks off and starts going. But it did warm up. I don't know that it's above freezing yet, but after the last week, it really feels like summertime out here. So I'm gonna get stripped down. I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee and figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch. I still got some peaches and cream. That freeze-dried meal, that thing was freaking awesome, guys. I think I'm gonna cook that up again, have that. And then it is Friday, so this afternoon I might run into Harrison. It's only 8 miles from here, so I might run into Harrison. They got a little bar in town. Go in there and see about some dinner, some hot dinner. That would be amazing. So anyway, y'all, it's been a blast out here, Trapping Camp 2024. Yeah, next time I'll come up better prepared. A little bit more research and stuff. I'm gonna bring up some water gear and some more little traps. Even if I draw a lion tag, I'm gonna catch mink up here too. So tomorrow is pull day. I'm gonna let traps have another day. I did see 2 mink. They are a cool looking little critter, so I'm positive now that that's what I'm chasing. So we'll see. Stay tuned for more adventures, though. This isn't the end of them. It might be a year before I get saved up for the next one, but this has encouraged me. I'm gonna go chase wolves over in Idaho here in a couple years. That's my goals. So all right, I'm gonna make some coffee. All right, y'all, got to camp early, so I got a little bit of time. So I'm gonna come down here and see what this is. People have asked me before, you know, why I built the trapping shack. This place right here is why I built the trapping shack. I come through these hills going to Edgemont, South Dakota for work about once or twice a year. As I'm driving down through these hills, of course, I get to gawking, looking off the side of the road and stuff. And I noticed this little shack down in here about 5 years ago. And I got me to thinking, well, for one, I noticed it was a wildlife management unit, so I would be able to trap it. And so that started the trapping shack. I've stopped on the edge of the road up there and looked at this little place, but that's all I've ever done. But looks like there was more here at one time. It's all fell in. Makes a guy wonder. I've been reading that Master Trapper's book about them guys coming back in this part of the country and setting up their cabins and their shacks and stuff. Who knows, maybe this was one of Kit Carson or Jim Bridger or one of the hundreds of other trappers and stuff that was in this part of the country. Haha. Yep, this is old trapping shack, all right. There's the shitter. Old homestead or whatever. It's set up right on the creek. Oh yeah, this would have been a pretty cool place back in its day. Wonder what the story is. Something came through here. Anyway, this is about a mile from camp. Really cool, y'all. Like I said, it's hard to say the history on this place. One can only imagine now. But sometimes, I'm gonna look around here just a little bit. Sometimes you can find some initials on some of this old lumber. But pretty freaking cool, y'all. This would have been the cabin here. I'll bet you. That's a pretty big cabin too. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get back to camp and get back to reading because now this has got my imagination really going. So, anyway, we'll see y'all down the line. All right, y'all. It is last night here. We've got gear packed up. Most of the camp's packed up. I got the sled emptied out, flipped upside down in case it snows. Other than that, got cages still holding my mat down. Stuff on this side, still holding my tarp down. But other than that, camp is pretty much wrapped up. So, while I'm doing this, you guys have seen me post from in here, but I really haven't showcased it. Keep my propane bottles over here by the door in case one leaks. I didn't completely seal the top of the door. That way I've got some vent in here. I am gonna build a step to come off that hitch. And then on the other side, I'm gonna put a boot brush. The way a guy can brush off his boots as he's getting in. Yep, this is the trapping shack. I got my Yeti cooler over there. Been using it to keep water thawed out. I throw 5-hour hand warmer. Those hand warmer packets. Throw 2 of those in there with some still waters. And it will keep them thawed out. That's a heck of a little survival deal. I've got both heaters going right now. Just to get it warmed up. I've had them shut off during the day. So, no need in wasting heat. Once I get it warmed up for the night, I'll go to one heater. Back behind the door. This down here, I've got extra fuel in for the heaters and for my jet boil. Up in this tote, I've got trash bags, socks. This is all stuff that's going to stay in here. Some mac and cheese, pork and beans. Got some strawberry pies. I'm going to keep this in here, and actually I'm going to stock it up with some more of those. The peaches and cream and the venison. Got wipies. I can kind of clean up, been using them a bit. Got some raviolis and just basically survival food, guys, is in that. Yep. Been throwing my wet socks over there on the wheel well. They've been freezing to it, hoping that that'll kind of help insulate the wheel well a little bit. What I do at night, it's too cold to sleep on the floor, which is kind of what I was hoping that I could do. That rug has saved my feet from being cold, because that floor gets cold. I need to insulate the bottom. Yeah, other than that, that's kind of my table. I've been cooking off of it. Yeah, using it as a table, whatever. Jet boil, that's the original bottle that I started with, guys. That big bottle. It's kind of running low now, but it's still doing all right. Anyway, I put the chair up against that table deal and kick out, and it's plenty comfortable to get some rest. In the future, I'll figure out that obstacle. Maybe do a fold-up bench or something over here. Summertime, it'd be just fine to sleep on the floor or even on the top. That jet boil is awesome. That coffee is awesome. That book is awesome. Check that map out. That map's awesome. I'm going to frame that in too, because you can see with the heat and stuff, it's starting to wrinkle. But, so, carbon monoxide detector. If you're going to build you one of these and you're going to run propane heaters, hell, if you're going to run wood heater, you need one of those. Nobody wants to come in here and find you dead in the morning. It's not a good way to... That's not how you want to die on an adventure. Getting attacked by a bear or a mountain lion is one thing, but dying because you freaking poisoned yourself with some heaters, that's not a good way to go out. Yeah. Door's been holding up good. I was kind of worried about it. Not because of how it's built, just because it's a door. So, I mean, yeah, that's one thing that'll fall apart on shit. Like I said, guys, last night, I'm probably not going to do one of the, like, posts from the trapping shack like I have been doing. Seeing as how I've got this one here already. Tomorrow we got to pull, or I got to pull traps. So, and get out of here. As soon as I got gear back here and thrown in the pickup, I'll latch onto the old trapping shack. The new trapping shack. First adventure with it. It's been freaking amazing. Lights are still running strong as shit, guys. This is all of 7 nights. This will be 7 nights. I come up here Friday night last week. It is Friday night this week. So it's been 6 full nights so far. And after tonight it will be 7. Yeah, I don't know how long that thing will run itself. Long time. So, anyway, I'm gonna make up some coffee, get back on my book, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Man, that fire feels great. I'm not being conservative with my wood anymore either, because I'm not gonna start a fire back up in the morning, because I don't want to leave a hot fire. So, anyway, trapping camp getting wrapped up. We'll talk to y'all in the morning.